Yaz, first and foremost, is a young Muslim, and this is a trait that really does define her, and you can see her faith through almost all of the actions that she does throughout the play. I grew up in a religious household, so I can really relate to her in those aspects. She's also very strong and hard-headed. She knows what she wants and she's very confident. She's not afraid to speak her mind. We see this in all of her interactions with Tash, and as much as Tash is abrasive, she still gives as good as she gets. She's also confident and very personable. When we first see Yaz in year 9, she walks onto stage with her head held high and her shoulders back, and those are the actions of a confident person. She's also very personable and friendly, because we know from Tash's little monologue that she makes friends fast, and she was also nominated for class rep. She's also a natural carer, and this is really seen with her scenes with Tash, as she almost in all of them really is showing care towards Tash. Yaz is very inspiring. She's gone through a great deal of trauma, yet she's still so confident, bubbly and happy. Also, of course, she does have her limits, but the fact that she can come into a new environment after just experiencing something so horrific and still be such a lovely person is very inspiring to me. And I really think this does have to do with her faith and how she believes that everything happens for a reason and that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. She also is very good at not letting her trauma define her and pushing past it and coming up and rising above it. Playing Yaz was it was easy in some aspects and harder in some. Our personality types are quite similar. We're both confident, hard-headed, strong, independent women. Like, in that aspect, it was easy for me to play her, but when it came to the deeper stuff and accessing her trauma, that was harder for me, because I know Islamophobia exists, but I've never experienced it as a bystander, nor have any of my friends told me or confided in me about it. But I have been on the end of racism and microaggressions, so I could kind of channel my anger towards that into Yaz's trauma to sort of create similar feelings. Also, it was really fun to bounce off of Molly, who plays Tash, and to really develop that strong friendship between Yaz and Tash. It was really great fun in the rehearsal room. So I also played Awkward Bob, Anna, who is a little 7-year-old girl, and Florence, who is one of Sophia's schoolmates. So Bob was very hard for me to play. Bob's defining characteristic is his awkwardness, which was very hard for me to find, because I went through my awkward stage a few years ago, and I've worked so hard to come out of it and be confident and have the confidence to talk in a room and to talk in front of people and to actually talk to people. So going back to Awkward Bob and channeling my awkwardness was so hard, because it's something I've actively trained myself out of. Playing Anna was very fun. I got to release my inner kid, but with a spin of posh girl, posh spoiled little girl. That was quite fun, and it's right at the beginning of my quick changes, so I was like, right, I can breathe. I'm Anna now. I'm just going to be a little kid, and then I've got to whip into Yaz. But it was just such a great breather, and it was such a great fun character to play. I also played Florence. Now, Florence is in my favourite scene of the play, so she arguably is my favourite out of the 3. So playing one of Sophia's schoolmates was very fun, because the scene with Pandora is so comical that all of us on stage just had so much fun as an ensemble creating that scene, that it was just such an easy character to play, because we were all bouncing off of each other. We were all really in it. We really leaned into the comedy side of that scene, because a lot of the play is very dark and not very nice.